Have you ever called yourself a plant killer? Have you ever felt that no matter how hard you try, everything you grow ends up wilted, yellow, and dead? If the answer is yes, then today is your lucky day, because I'm about to introduce you to a plant that even you cannot kill. They call it the zombie plant, because it has such an insane will to live that you can chop it, pull it, trample it, and it will still come back, stronger, greener, and practically impossible to destroy. And the best part? It doesn't just survive, it feeds you. Today, Low Cost Garden is going to expose the secret of this zombie plant and show you how to turn it into an endless, completely free food source. Who is the zombie? Meet mint. Yes, that familiar herb you see in your tea, in cocktails, or in chewing gum. But did you know that mint is one of the most immortal plants on the planet? Mint isn't just easy to grow, it's nearly impossible to kill. Nurseries will never tell you this, because once you have a mint plant, you will never need to buy another one. They'd lose a customer. Its survival instinct is so strong that seasoned gardeners often warn, never plant mint directly in the ground or it will take over your entire garden. Why is it a zombie? Because its survival mechanism is like something out of a horror movie. Beneath the soil, mint doesn't just have roots. It has a network of rhizomes, underground stems that spread like a secret web. When you pull up a mint plant, you think you've removed it, but just one tiny piece of root left behind in the soil is enough to grow into a whole new plant. The more you fight it, the harder it fights back. It's like the Hydra from Greek mythology. Chop off one head and two more grow in its place. How to grow it for free. Here's the best part. You don't need to buy a mint plant from a store. All you need is a sprig of mint from the grocery store or from a friend's garden. Find a fresh, firm mint stem. Strip off the leaves from the bottom, leaving about 2 to 3 inches of bare stem. Place it in a glass of clean water and set it somewhere with indirect light. Within a week, you'll see tiny white roots starting to sprout from the stem. Once the roots are about an inch long, you can plant it in a small pot of soil. And just like that, your zombie has been activated. How it feeds you. Once established, mint grows like a machine. It doesn't need much sunlight, doesn't need expensive fertilizers, and almost no pests dare touch it. And every time you cut the tops, it grows back even bushier. The more you use it, the more it gives. In the kitchen, mint is a multi-purpose weapon. Drop a few leaves into a hot cup of tea, and you have a relaxing drink that aids digestion and eases stress. Chop it finely and sprinkle it over a cucumber salad, and you get an explosion of fresh flavor. Add it to your summer lemonade, and you'll wonder why you ever spent money on artificially flavored drinks. This isn't just a plant. This is a free food factory, running 24/7, asking for absolutely nothing from you. Other zombies in the garden? And if mint has you excited, let me tell you about its brothers and sisters. Green onions. When you cut off the white root base and place it in water, it regrows the green tops within days. You can harvest it again and again. Basil. Pinch the tops regularly and it turns into a lush, bushy plant. Lemon balm. Also in the mint family, just as immortal, and can be used to make calming tea. All these plants have one thing in common. You don't need to be an expert to grow them. They are zombies, ready to survive your neglect and keep on giving. Tomorrow morning, when you walk past a produce aisle in the supermarket, take a look at those little bundles of mint wrapped in plastic with a few dollar price tag. And remember, from just one of those sprigs, you can build an entire mint empire for free, right in your own kitchen. One tiny sprig, a glass of water, and a little patience. That's all you need to turn yourself from a plant killer into a plant wizard. And once you've tasted that feeling of success, you'll never want to stop. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.